Good question. Should you learn Compose or should you stick with XML? Should you learn Coroutines or should you stick with RxJava? Should you learn the new thing that's out on the block in Android or should you stick with what you know? Well, it really depends. If you're just starting out as a junior developer and you are seeking a job in Android development, you must go out and find all the new stuff that you are confident is going to be the standard moving forward and learn that. Do not try and go and retroactively learn everything backwards so that you can feel, oh yeah, I should learn both. You ain't gonna learn nothing. You just go and chase what you believe is gonna be the next standard. You don't even have to believe anything. They'll tell you. The industry is very clear. When Compose came out, everybody rushed to Compose. Google is pushing for Compose. Compose is gonna be the next big thing. Everything is now in Compose. Even Kotlin multi-platform is gonna be doing it in Compose. Compose for web, Compose for I don't know what, Compose for desktop. XML is gone, you know? So don't waste your time as a junior developer learning something that is gonna be outdated. That goes the same way with threading and concurrency and whatever the hell you wanna call it. You learn the new thing. Coroutines. Everybody is doing coroutines now. Nobody does RxJava anymore unless it is still in the code base somewhere. Which brings me to my next point. As a senior developer, should you now learn both? Yes, 100%. Why? Let's take two scenarios. You're a senior Android developer and you only know the old thing. So you now only know how to do XML. You haven't jumped the ship yet to Compose. You now only know how to do RxJava. You haven't jumped the ship yet to Coroutines. Okay. Say your company stays the way it is and they're deciding to always go for XML. They don't want to ever update anything. Same with Coroutines. They don't want to ever go to Coroutines. They're always going to do RxJava. You're very lucky if you stay at the company your entire life. However, if you change to another company, and you only know the old way, well, these people have a mix of both. They have a huge code base. Some of it is in Compose. They're starting to update the code. They want to take the new standard because they believe it's the better way to do things. So some of their code is in Compose, and some majority, maybe 80%, is in XML. So now you're going to have to go like, okay, I'll work with you, but only give me parts of the code which are still in XML because that's all I know. Notice how all of this, it's changing the way you behave and the way you are dealing with a company just because of something that you are too lazy to learn. No, you don't do that. You go and learn the new thing, right? That's what a senior would do. In fact, it will do you more good if you know both. Because say you move to yet another company and now you know both. So now you're a true senior. If you see some XML, you don't give a shit. If you see some Compose, you don't care. You can do both of them. Same with Coroutines. A task will come one day where they say, hey, you know, senior, there is some old code that we need you to look at. This code does not have Compose and it also is running on RxJava. We want to port it with your help to the latest and greatest technologies. That's going to be your job. So that's where you feel like, yeah, I could do all of that because I know both of them. I'm not hindered by my ignorance. You must never be hindered by your ignorance.